So I'd like to start this off by saying that I'm a fan of shoe0nhead, I'm a patron of hers, and I owe a large part of what small audience I have to her tweeting out 2 of my videos. So I'm coming at this from an inherently biased position. Now that I've gotten that little disclaimer out of the way, let's just jump right into it.
The dunking began when shoe0nhead posted a letter to Twitter that said that she had gotten a lot of pressure, and that she will no longer be friends with Lauren Southern because her political path is too different.
Wow, you're already wrong. The letter was just informing people that her and Lauren had already drifted apart naturally. It wasn't saying that she just abruptly cut all ties to Lauren because of politics.
Their friendship was decaying anyway, so she can disavow her and it's fine. Lauren Southern was just too extreme for Shu's friendship. Like Lauren's views on—
I'm gonna stop you right there, Brittany, because Shu never mentioned any of Lauren's specific views. So you have no idea what she disagrees with her on.
After all, as June said, she thinks people on the right were racist all along.
Brittany, you blind bitch, that clearly says alt-right. The alt-right is not the right. Criticizing that one single fringe part of the right is not the same as criticizing the entire right wing. Shu even says in this screenshot that she doesn't think that those are the only 2 options and that there are things between the 2 extremes.
Despite the white knighting, the backlash led to Shuwoo deleting her tweet with the letter. Just hours later, she had backed out of backing out.
So you tell Shu that you think she's done something wrong, and then when she agrees and she retracts it, you accuse her of backing out.
Does that make her a spineless, pandering fence-sitter whose opinions are based on what other people think?
No, that makes her someone who cracked under pressure and made a mistake, realized she made a mistake, and then corrected for it.
No, that just makes her a victim. She was just sad posting.
Yes, and she says in this tweet that you're showing right now that she shouldn't have sad posted.
Now you might be asking, what did June respond to with the callouts of her being ingenuine and lying?
Oh, ingenuine and lying. The old 1-2 punch.
Well, she didn't.
Literally in this tweet, she admitted that she did the wrong thing.
Because her saying she was just sad-faced was good enough.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Shu should have done more. She should have apologized to Laura. Oh wait, she did. Well, she should have admitted that she did the wrong thing. Oh wait, we went over that already. Well, she should be making an effort to do better in the future. Oh no, she's doing that too. Well, she should have sent Lauren a gif of a small boy giving a hug to a chicken. Damn it, June, you've really covered all grounds here. So yeah, I don't really know what else it is you want. Honestly, any criticisms of the initial drama is a bit irrelevant now, since Shu's already admitted that it was a mistake. I don't know if you've just managed to somehow overlook all of the times that she's tried to make amends, or if you've purposefully ignored them. But either way, the drama is over. The only thing keeping it alive is people like you. So yeah, hopefully this video has managed to clear things up. Oh my god, there are 10 more minutes in this video.
She's such a small, sensitive, shy, introverted, gothic wallflower.
Person who is shy makes crude jokes sometimes.
Seriously, look at how shy and wallflower-like she was back in the day.
On Jaffs, we would just upload silly skits we did so we could share it with our friends. The Jaffs people lived on the other side of the island and could not drive. They were all 14 to 15, so it was incredibly rare we ever had the opportunity to film anything. That's a publicly available blog post, Brittany. I don't expect someone to know about every single thing Shu has ever posted. Hell, there's a lot of things I didn't know about until this video. But when you're digging so deep to find information on her, and you somehow overlook stuff like this, it makes it pretty clear that you're leaving stuff out on purpose.
There was this girl, who was an anime freak, and she always used to wear a Harry Potter scarf, because I guess she liked Harry Potter too. Me and my other friend would call her Scarf, and we would be like, "Scarf girl, scarf, scarf." And we even brought in a guitar one day, and we had a song for her, and grabbed the scarf, and like, fling it around the room like, "Scarf girl's got her scarf."
Oh my god, that's terrible. I mean, why would Shu do something like that to such an innocent person? What did Scarf Girl ever do to her?
We were like just in a feud. We just like we hated each other. She was this.
Should I say her name?
No.
Does it matter?
It doesn't.
We had a
matter.
graduating class of like 1,200
Yeah,
people. I don't
it
think
was
it
really
really
good.
mattered.
She was a weeboo, and she loved anime, and she wore a Harry Potter scarf and sometimes a tail.
She's watching this.
I know, she's probably watching this. And
I
so
wanna go home sleeping in here.
and so she had a huge crush on Derek, but me and Derek were best friends and she hated me. And there was just this big issue. And yeah, so it was like I would make fun of her Harry Potter scarf, and like she would draw me with a Hitler mustache and like
Stab the pen.
Like, yeah, what we did to her was not as bad as like her psycho shit.
Yeah, throughout this whole video, there's these cutaways to these old vlogs that Shoe did almost a decade ago. And they might be somewhat noteworthy, if not for the fact that most of the stories in them are made up. Once again, publicly available blog post. You should know about this.
And Shuwu is just so kind to everybody, except to what she calls fatties.
You know, if you're gonna say she calls them fatties, you could at the very least accompany your comment with a tweet that actually has the word fatties in it. This one's not even insulting fat people, it's just making fun of the argument Marilyn Monroe was plus-sized, therefore I'm as attractive as Marilyn Monroe and you have to find me attractive. This one's from 6 years ago. I really don't care if Shu shared something mean 6 years ago. This is the same tweet from before. This is Skeptic, not Shu. Another one from like 5 years ago. This is Shu calling herself fat. And this one I guess is actually kind of a fair point, so I'll give you that one. Good job. Other than that though, any actual fat shaming stuff is from like years ago, so I don't really... Oh hey, look at that, you read my mind.
And remember that was the highlight of the fucking clip for you. And the chipmunk took a nut right out of your hand. You were breaking federal law, by the way, feeding that animal.
Where's the contradiction? She didn't like that Milo was making fun of a fat person at the gym, and that's comparable to her just taking a blurry video of some stranger out in public. She wasn't even insulting her. She wasn't calling her fat. So then we have this montage of various times Shu has called herself small, and times that she's given actual accounts of things people have said to her. A few times Brittany says the words childlike, which I guess is supposed to imply that if you think June is attractive, then you're a pedophile?
I am in my finest lolly getup because I am jailbait after all. I'm like 5 years old according to the internet.
What an anime-like lolly princess she is.
Hey, look, it's Shu making a joke about being underaged, because people were actually accusing her of being underaged.
Don't get it twisted though, she hates anime. She is the weeaboo destroyer.
It's a meme. It's a meme. It's a fucking JPEG.
But that doesn't stop her from using anime reaction images,
It's a meme.
owning an anime body pillow,
It's a meme.
using the anime aesthetic,
It's a fucking
article of clothing.
or wanting to cosplay.
You know you can cosplay characters that aren't from anime, right?
Shuwu not using an anime board in over 7 years didn't stop her from using their memes either.
Oh boy, the meme police are here!
Oi, bruv, you got a license for that meme? You can't be walking the streets with those memes unless you got a meme license. You're appropriating meme culture, I'll have you know. The otakus won't be too pleased with this one, no they won't.
That doesn't make her a poser.
You're right.
After all, she didn't even go to prom. She just stayed at home like a real gamer girl. Ooh. Even though she doesn't really like video games. Shuwu would never lie about who she is or present herself as something she's not.
Yeah, just roll the clip.
I used to play video games. Video games were my entire childhood. I'm just not a modern gamer. Last game I played was like Team Fortress 2 for 0.3 hours according to Steam. That was the most modern game I played besides Halo 2 for the original Xbox. $25 for this shirt. Never played Mega Man in my goddamn life.
Ugh, poor thing. She had to wear wigs since 13.
So many times throughout this video I'm going to be saying, in the screenshot you show, because so many times your evidence contradicts your own claim. So here we go. In the screenshot you show, she says she had tricks since she was 11, and she started wearing wigs when she was 14. which still leaves a slight discrepancy, but is it really that hard to believe that someone might have misremembered the exact age that they started doing something?
And I just can't wrap my head around why someone as kawaii as her doesn't have more female friends. She wants female friends that she definitely never, ever had.
Yeah, we've covered this one already.
Due to her very introverted, shy, wallflower-like personality.
Hey, we've heard this one already too. Person who is shy makes crude jokes sometimes. You're really stuck on this whole idea that Shu is just faking being an introvert, and that's the real horrible part? Like she's committing some kind of introvert blackface? When none of what you show actually disproves her being an introvert. To be fair, the exact meaning of it is a little wishy-washy, but a common definition for it is that being around people drains you, and being on your own recharges you, which matches up perfectly well with what Shu said. Just because someone's an introvert doesn't mean that they're never going to have any outgoing moments. You're not just stuck in the same mood your entire life. And when someone's messing around with their friends, of course that's probably going to be during one of their more extroverted moments, even if they're an introvert.
Never mind that she disavowed Lauren Southern, a female friend.
That's right, if you want female friends, you have to stay friends with every woman you know, regardless of circumstances.
In fact, Shu has great reason to have female friends. For her boyfriend Gregory Pregory to have sex with in front of her, of course.
Even if that wasn't the most obvious joke under the sun, that's not what a threesome is.
Look at how sweet and considerate he is of June.
Dude likes porn.
He looks at other women and calls them hot because
Looking cute in that tank.
Gregory is just so perfect when he's liking sexy photos of women online because according to June, he would do it anyway. Because that's just what you do in a long-distance relationship. Flirt with other people.
Hey, so I'm curious, when you get a boyfriend, are you gonna end up like shutting down the whole titty streaming thing?
She already has a boyfriend.
She already has one.
Yes.
She has a boyfriend.
Yes.
And she's titty streaming.
Yes.
Oh my god, Brittany.
Don't think she's pretending to like it for Pregory or anything. She totes loves it.
Now, this little Discord screenshot is worth taking a look at, because it's pretty much the foundation for the entirety of this next argument, that Shu is actually deeply unhappy with her relationship. Because when you look at it, it actually seems pretty damning. Oh man, did Shu actually straight up tell her fans that she doesn't like any of the BDSM stuff that practically defines her relationship? And she's only doing it because Skeptic pressures her into it? Well, no. Because if you look at Shu's previous message, hey look, I'm in this, you'll see that she's talking about porn. She wasn't saying she doesn't like bondage, she was saying she doesn't like bondage porn. Because she doesn't like any porn. Now, I don't know if Brittany was given this screenshot already out of context by someone else, or if she was the one who removed the context herself. If it's the former, then it's not really Brittany's fault, since it's not like she can go into the shoe0nhead Discord herself and fact check. So I'd like to give her the benefit of the doubt. But given how
ingenuine and lying
she has been and will continue to be throughout the rest of the video, this certainly doesn't help.
Shu is also so jealous over her man, by the way. She would never let another woman look at her man.
We're okay with female, male, threesomes.
That's just so her.
There's a difference between how you feel about strangers out in public and how you feel towards someone who you've specifically invited to participate in a one-off thing with you, who you and your partner have both approved of.
She would never let another woman look at her man.
Okay, I guess this technically contradicts the relatable meme that Shu shared, if you really want to take that so seriously. So I'll give it to you. Good job.
In fact, neither would Pregory.
Okay, Jeff's tweets on that account are protected now, so I can't really see exactly what was said. But it looks like Skeptic is joking here. I can't tell for sure, so I don't know, maybe he isn't. But it looks like he is, though.
But don't you even think about calling her a cuck. She is absolutely not one for letting her Prince Charming bang other girls right in front of her.
Hey, look, more banter. More jokes between friendos. More proof that Brittany doesn't know what a joke is. What a threesome is, for that matter.
Their open relationship, which she totally wants,
and which she totally doesn't have.
And doesn't just do for preggery.
Wait, are you really mad at her for saying it's okay to watch porn? Do you not let your boyfriend watch porn? Oh my god.
Just shows how secure she is in their relationship despite being so insecure in herself, even though she has such smooth skin and is so small.
Person who is insecure about some things is confident about other things.
That's what I do in a secure relationship. Call for attention so everyone can see how happy and perfect we are online.
Local woman finds boyfriend attractive. Yeah, I really don't care. You can find their relationship annoying or cringy all you want. That's fine. You don't have to like it. I'll admit it's pretty gay. But it seems like the point you're trying to build up to is that them publicly flirting with each other is somehow proof that they're actually secretly miserable. And that's some armchair psychology bullshit that I'm not really here for.
In fact, they're so secure that Shu hates when people call her or anyone a cuck. It's just so annoying. Except when she does it, of course.
You got a habit of just pasting up any screenshots with a certain keyword in them and pretending like that supports what you say. And because there's a whole bunch of stuff on screen, it looks like you've got this mountain of evidence. So let's take a look at this. You've got Shu jokingly saying that Francesca Ramsey is a cuck after she tried to cozy up the skeptic. Her laughing at the "I'm gonna fuck your wife" comic, not for saying that cuckoldry is fine, but for being really preachy and damage control-y. And what are you left with? Her making 2 jokes about Onision? Let's be fair, it's not like Onision is exactly the run-of-the-mill cuck. He's practically made it part of his identity at this point. And then before that, you've got her bantering with her followers when they were jokingly calling her a cuck. And her saying that she learned a new word from a sex ed video. And if you really want the context for this one, it was in a conversation about someone who was overusing the word cuck.
In fact, he wouldn't even like her if she didn't look and act just like a little girl.
Where does this say anything about acting like anything? Also, this is a reference to a meme.
Which would explain why the Earth-to-Moon ratio is found within the human energy field.
Shit, the only ratio I care about is the hip-to-waist ratio. Am I right, boys? Oh!
Boss, you can't talk like that.
What?
No, boys, the feminists are listening.
Oh, right, shit. I mean, personality?
Look how submissive she's showing you guys she is. Look at her thigh highs that accidentally got into the frame of her making a sandwich.
Yeah, don't you just hate it when your fat fucking tits accidentally get into every single one of your live streams ever?
Those vanilla normies just won't get how hot their furry BDSM relationship is.
Okay, so joke, and...
Fuck, marry, kill. A kid, a homeless guy, a puppy. Oh my god, none of these are a win. I would marry the kid and raise it as a normal child. I'd kill the homeless guy, and I would... Wait, I have to fuck a puppy? None of these win. It's legal in Canada, though.
It's not legal. It's just not illegal.
Guys, it's legal to fuck animals.
It's not. That's a misrepresentation of. There's no precedent because that's not a thing that happens here.
Doesn't Gregory look so much like Flynn from Tangle? And what a Disney princess Shu is.
Local woman compares herself to Disney princess.
She's so small that she needs a Barbie doll to show all of her following how cute and little girl-like she is.
Ah yes, she compared herself to a doll of an adult character to prove that she is childlike.
Shu Shives here hates when people block others.
And you accompany that statement with 2 tweets where Shu says that she doesn't have a problem with blocking others. I will admit though that yeah, Shu has been a bit too trigger happy with the block button as of recent. So, I'll give you that. Good job.
And she's pure. So pure that she doesn't even do drugs. She doesn't even like alcohol.
Here's a clip from that very same video.
So I'm going to turn this into a drinking game. Now, June fact number 812. I hate alcohol.
It's almost like the whole point of the video was for her to do something that she doesn't normally do.
Mama June is the greatest idol any teen could ask for. Her kinky cool BDSM relationship is just what her mostly underaged audience needs to grow up to be as spicy as she is.
So I guess that's referring to the edgy teenage asshole category, which goes up to 19. So how many of them are actually underage is a little bit up in the air. And while I guess 14 is cutting it a bit close, is it really all that bad if a 15 or 16-year-old knows what BDSM is? And regardless of what the numbers are, Shoe isn't responsible for who watches her videos. They're not aimed at kids.
Don't get me wrong, she's not a whore.
Oh,
She
that's
didn't have
fucking
her
rich.
first kiss until 22. I mean, 15.
In the screenshot you show, she says she hadn't had a real kiss.
Broke up in almost all of my relationships. My ex, when I was 17, I knew this 20-year-old, 21, and like I had boyfriends.
Yeah, we've covered that one too.
She didn't even do anything with her boyfriends like the innocent angel we all know she is.
You act like she brings it up to prove how pure she is, when it's more so to say, hey look, I was a loser just like you, don't worry, it gets better, and it really doesn't matter how much sex you have.
She was always so different, like how she has to deal with her illness of pulling her hairs out of her head. She had to wear a wig since she was 11, I mean 13.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go.
My favorite part about Shoe was spending 10 to 20 minutes on every video debunking the wage gap and the patriarchy. And she does this in almost...
If you think Shoe's content is boring, that's fine, I don't really care. And if the blocking, or the fat jokes, or her saying cuck when she doesn't like the word cuck really bothers you, and you don't like Shoe for that reason, then fine, you do you. But when you're accusing Shoe of not apologizing for something that she apologized for, of actually doing the things that she made up for fake vlogs, of faking being an introvert, and arguably worst of all, of being in a toxic relationship, then that's when things start to border on outright slander, and that shit don't fly with me. I've heard some people say that this whole video might just be one big troll, which is possible. It would certainly explain why it seems like so much of this is purposefully bad, though it seems like a lot of effort to go through just for shits and giggles. But either way, I think it's worth treating it as though it's genuine, since there are people who are taking it seriously and forming an opinion based off... Wait, is that Paul Joseph Watson? Oh my god, that's Paul Joseph Watson. Well, imagine my shock.
See your body into the moonlight, even if I try to cancel.
Wait, how do you know that Brittany has a boyfriend?
I watch her streams.
Why?
I like titty streams.
You're a robot. What do you get out of watching titty streams?
I appreciate the art form.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know